Well, happy Sunday, everyone. Thought I'd give you a little update of what's been going down on the E&N Railway. So, the barge slip, or the makeshift barge slip for the lift to go down to staging here. I got I got all the bench work done for Wellcock's yard. I got the staging yard pretty much dialed in now. And yeah, so it's about 30 inches wide, Wellcock's yard being similar to that, which will run that way, as you can see here, Wellcock. So that engine storage will be there. And you guys know the bridge, anybody knows E&N, the bridge that you stand on where most of these pictures have been taken, will be there. And then looking at the yard south, like this picture, you'd be looking down there. Instead of Wellcock's in real life goes that way, mine's going to go that way. Yep, so we're going to have Wellcock's here, and yeah, and then it'll kind of narrow down, and then that, I guess the leg of the Y, so to speak, very condensed, will be here, and to Victoria will be there where I can at least park the mud car, hiding in some trees. So yeah, there's the bench work. I did get good part of the port sub dialed in now. So this is, as you can see, along Summit Lake and Loon Lake here. And these are the scenes that are going to be on the actual layout here. So that corner will be there with Loon Lake siding. And thanks to Carl Whitamy for these amazing photos that he's been posting. Not sure if I'm going to do a lift here or if I'm going to just say heck with it and frame it in. This is sort of top of the hump. I'm going to put in actually FedEx gravel pit, which was never on the port sub, but I thought what a great spot to load ballast. So I thought I'll put in a 2-track spur in here, and I can run some extras and such. So you can see the port sub will be along here. You just kind of see the benchwork weaves in and out there. And then of course, Rogers Creek siding just before you get to the mill will be here. Stamp Avenue, and of course it's not quite the prototype, but it'll be close. And then you'll come into where the mill, you'll kind of come into the mill yard here, and then the whole top level will be Port Alberni. Bottom level on this side will be Qualicum Beach, and of course coming into Dashwood, where I live, here. And then I'm going to see how far out I can stick this peninsula to come around, and then Big Qualicum River, or Dunsmuir, Big Qualicum River, and then see somewhere in here Cochrane Road, where the BC Hydro had a spur there for the power plant, and then somewhere in here Buckley Bay, and of course we're going to come around here and then into Courtenay proper. Of course there'll be the pole yard and ICG and all that good stuff, which I'll show you here on the track plan shortly. So I got most of the yeah, so you can see Buckley Bay, and then Island, Pole and Piling, Chinook Forest, ICG, the NRAB platform, and then the end of the line will be here. So yeah, made some good progress. Got a lot of the LED lights in now. I'm gonna see, I may have another strip in here that I may have to put, but got everything all wired up best I can. The 2 strips that you see there will be for Victoria sub going to through Qualicum and Horn Lake and or Dunsmuir, all that sort of stuff. So I did order a second set of LED lights on this side. I'm gonna see how it goes. These lights on this side, I may, like I said, add another strip. But yeah, it gives you an idea of what's going on. So the next step here will be plywood and then Donnacona board for sub-road bed for Wellcocks. And yeah, so you get an idea of the staging yard. I just finished adding lights to it now. Little bit lower than I would have liked, but you know, most of the time it's just me in here running. Engine spur will be down here, and of course each one of these will control where the engines and such park. A couple of spare spurs for whatever at either end, and yeah, so it's coming along. It's been a lot of work. I underestimated how much work the actual staging yard was going to be, and reused a bunch of old stuff, track that I had and switches, so I had a little bit of mucking around to get everything working right, but everything will be manual in here, because most of the time, like I said, it's just me in here running each one of these tracks. You'll be able to turn it off, so if I wanted to park power in there, I can. Yeah, I was going to contact the company here in the new year about building the lift for me once I get the sub road bed in and actually kind of get some parameters set up. And yeah, I'm going to see where I can find something similar to that. So it'll be a little bit different here because I'm going to have 4 tracks coming out to the barge and 4 tracks down below that are going to line up. So a little bit different than what you see here. We'll see. These aren't permanent. I may see if I can get 4 tracks with a switch on the barge, but we're going to kind of leave it and let it roll till I can see what's going on. So that storage track right here will be back in that corner here, and then yeah, so Wellcogs. There you go. Lots of work, guys, and yeah, been fun. Been blitzing it. It's almost Christmas. I'm gonna start the peninsula probably tomorrow, and pending any craziness, I should have it wrapped up here by the end of the week. Yeah, got lots of time. I'm off work, so yeah, there you go. If I don't talk to you guys, have a good Christmas, and thanks for following along. It's been an adventure.